So I just wanted to say a few words. We have talked about the first day, it was Shailaputri, and how we can bring that archetype into us is in the form of setting resolution, a very strong resolution that is like a mountain that doesn't move. It's strong, it's powerful, it's stable. But also imagine the mountain is usually what, a triangle. So we are going from the lower energies to the up, and that's why it's called Sharadiya Navratri, because we are invoking wisdom. So we can set any intention, but this is the time that we are asked or recommended to actually invoke wisdom that helps us in everything. And also the earth meets up, it goes towards the sky, which is the physical material energy is rising towards the spiritual energy. The second day is Brahmacharini, which is two ways we look at it. One is Brahmachari is somebody who withdraws all the senses, closes all the 9 openings that we are given to experience the world, so that we bring ourselves in search of what. Why do we do that? Because we want to find out what is that Brahman, that one energy that is the substratum and the basis of all. And so that is the Brahmacharini, where that connects to the 9 days also, why we celebrate for 9 days. Then today's thing is Chandraghanta. Now I would like you to think of it first. Ghanta is a bell. What does a bell bring to your mind? When you think of a bell, the thing that strikes me is anytime we need to be alerted about something, school bell, alarm bell, stock market, a bell says, hey, stop, you have to focus on something. And what do you focus on? That is the Chandra. The Chandra denotes our mind and our emotion. So when you set your intention to become more spiritual, or to learn about the Brahman, the God Tattva, the unity consciousness, you have closed all the doorways, openings to get outside information. Now you have to churn inside yourself. It's like the Samudra Manthan, churning of the Milky Ocean, and things will start coming up, bubbling up. We have pushed it inside, repressed it, suppressed it, because we couldn't deal with it. Our logical mind could not deal with it. So that bell is saying, watch out for the negative thoughts that are floating up. You won't even know about it. Emotions that were so painful, so hurtful, because we were imperfectly seen and imperfectly loved. So we have, repressed all those painful memories into our subconscious, not just in this lifetime, from many lifetimes we are carrying. And these are information that are going to start floating up. When you do not take in information from the outside world, your mind will start churning the inside, your subconscious, and things will start loosening up and floating up. Whether you like it or not, it will float up. And that's when the bell, watch it. All you need to do is watch. The action stage will come later. This is just the third day of this journey of spiritual rising. So that bell is bringing your attention and focus to your mind. And which mind? Your internal mind, your subconscious mind, and all the thoughts that are coming. Because, oh, believe me, it will start coming. And you cannot be scared. You cannot flinch away from it, because horrible, terrible thoughts will come. But the way you stay in the centered is to just be the witness. Just be an observer, and you say, oh, I'm just experiencing this. I'm thinking of this now. This is the thoughts that are coming. So keep that in mind. The bell is telling you to bring your focus, not to sleep and not think. And every time your mind goes everywhere, the bell, it's like a school bell or whatever bell, brings it back, your attention to the present moment and to your thought process. Because once you close all the 9 openings for outside information, mind will start churning inside information, and it will start bubbling up, and you will watch it. Just watch. Nothing is to be done. No judgment. No, this is good, this is bad, this is horrible, this is terrible. How can I think these things? Oh my God, how, none of that. Or no, so that's the part that you today's when you meditate or think about it. Ghanta is a bell, bringing your awareness to the present moment and to your internal subconscious thoughts. And what else did I want to? Yeah, the other thing, one day, I think the first day we talked about why we are invoking the Devi, the mother energy, because even Adi Shankaracharya, who is the the most, what should I say, eminent person talking about Brahman, Advaita, Vedanta also needed his mother's permission to start on that journey. So we need the mother's permission. And there's another story that I read today connected with Adi Shankaracharya, because he was so much into this Advaita, this dry Advaita, and Brahman, and that one Nirguna, Brahman with no qualities, no traits, very impersonal God. So he traversed the length and breadth of India, and one of his trips, he was passing through Kashi, and he wanted to go to this ghat to have a bath and then do the puja. It was a narrow entry to the ghat, and when he went, there was a dead body there, and a woman was sitting next to the dead body. So Adi Shankaracharya said, Mata, can you please remove so that I can cross? I don't want to jump over the dead body. So because he assumed it's, the family member or whoever is sitting next to the dead shava. And so the lady looks at Adi Shankaracharya and says, you say that Brahman is everything, right? Brahman does everything. Brahman is the cause of everything. Then why don't you ask Brahman? This is also Brahman. Let it move by itself. That's when Adi Shankaracharya said, you cannot be any ordinary woman. Without Shakti, even Shiva becomes Shava. So it is that energy, why we need mother's energy. Just praying to Vishnu and Shiva and Krishna will not do it. They each come with their Shakti, because the unmanifest cannot manifest itself, express itself without Shakti. And Shakti is energy, the Prana Shakti, the primordial energy. So we have to, that is why every one of these gods have a Shakti counterpart. We call them wife, consort for our own logical mind to make sense. But there is that one idea, and the idea needs energy to be expressed. And that is why this, and three kinds of energies. Everything in this world is three kinds. We have a tamas, which is inertia. And then we have rajas, which is activity. And then we have sattva, which is clarity. But that Brahma is beyond these three guna. So the first 3 days we concentrated or focused on the tamas element, Mahisasura, that instinctual craving and aversion, bringing our focus, what we crave for, sweets, somebody's company, some kind of clothes, some kind of house, whatever the craving for, and aversion, don't like this food, don't like to exercise, don't like to do this, don't like to have uncomfortable whatever your aversions may be. Then thinking about, we will now go to next 3 days, we will be invoking the energy of Mal Lakshmi, that is the Rajas quality, to get out of tamas, that buffalo, that water buffalo lying close to the ground. We need to invoke the Lakshmi's energy. Now we have cleansed ourselves, we will invoke her energy for wealth, not just money, but virtues and wisdom and all the right thing that society tells us is right to do. Lakshmi stands for that. So tomorrow, and her, she's seen as sitting on a lotus little above the ground, above the water. Water is emotion. So we can control our emotions now. We have got little bit of, we've created space by taking away the negative thoughts, and we will invoke her. So we will wear yellow if you feel like it next 3 days. I will post tomorrow morning the mantras that we'll do for the next 3 days on invoking Lakshmi. And and we will be dealing with Rakta Bija and Dhumra Lochana. Specifically, all days we have to deal with all asuras, but these are specific. The Mahisasura and Madhu Kaitava are mostly our tamas qualities, instinctual. Rakta Bija, to get out of instinct, we need desire. That is Rakta Bija, but we talked about it. The desire is a double-edged sword. You fulfill one desire, thousands will come in its place. And it will create Dhumra Lochana, it will create illusion. And how to conquer that illusion also we'll talk about tomorrow. So that's it. Anybody has any questions?